Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and children of all ages. It's Vancouver Volcano basketball tonight from the O'Connell Sports Center at Clark College. It's a rematch between the Central Oregon Hotshots and your hometown Vancouver Volcanoes. I'm Mike Koreski, and with me, as always, my partner Gary Akiyama. How's life, Gary?
Hey, life is great. We have a great crowd here, Mike. An arch rival rematch with the Central Oregon Hotshots, which we won the first time 136 to 111, but could be a different story tonight with our injuries.
And our biggest story tonight, Gary, we'll get to those injuries during game time, but Porter Troop is back for the Volcanoes, the 6'5 swingman from the University of Portland. He's had a couple of years in Romania. He just got back from his second season over there, and he'll be a very big boost tonight, Gary. 13.4 points a game last year, but it was only 11 games. This year will be quite a bit more, and big things from him tonight.
Well, I think the important part is a lot of the players have played with Porter before, either in the IBL, either with the Volcanoes, Summer League, and even some have played against him in the international over in Romania. So I think he's going to fit just really fine.
He's very well known throughout the league, Gary, and the biggest thing about Porter is he knows what the IBL expects, what the coaches expect, what the referees expect. So he knows all the expectations to play in this league, and that's why he does so well with what's expected of him. 2 years ago was his best year in the IBL, 2008, 22.4 points a game, 5.7 assists, and over 5 rebounds as well. Your starting lineups tonight for the visiting Central Oregon Hotshots, who are now 3-4 after the loss last Friday to your Volcanoes. Number 5, Tony Akpan, center from the University of Hawaii. Number 22, Justin Lockhart, 6'4 guard. 23, Hassan Stewart running the show, 6'3 guard. Number 30, Desi Crisp, 6'5. And rounding out the starters, Chris Session, forward, 6'7 from Utah State University. Head coach for the Hotshots, Osa Sene. And for your Volcanoes, 15, Alex Hartman. 3, Pip Bloodsaw. 32, Devin Yuskowski. 23, Damon King. And 33, Alex Tiefenthaler. Kind of a surprise starter tonight.
Well, with Alex, if you want someone to replace McKenzie to start, you definitely want Alex.
Well, and Tiefenthaler, he had a game last Saturday when the Volcanoes beat the Vancouver BC Titans on the road. Our first win ever in Vancouver, and Tiefenthaler, 21 points. Very big night, very big production from him.
Yeah, I think he's really going to have a great season this year. He's an overlooked player, 6'9", played at Concordia College here locally, and you can expect some physical things from Tiefenthaler.
Well, and like I was telling you, Gary, before we started here tonight, it seems like Porter knows what's expected, Porter Troop. Tiefenthaler's getting there.
Yeah, I think this team is starting to gel now, and the win in Vancouver was, I think, the key to this season.
Very well. 6 of 7 for the Volcanoes to bring their record to 6-4 for the season. Still looking for our first hoop of the game. For the Hotshots, that's Hassan Stewart. Looking for some daylight, not finding a lot. Very good defense by the Volcanoes so far. Jump shot is good by Tony Akpan. Mr. Intensity, 6'8", University of Hawaii. And Gary, I just loved how he got pumped up last week.
He got pumped up. I think he gets pumped up any game, so it should be pretty exciting tonight.
Volcanoes tie up the game at 2 apiece, and let's see what we have. Last week, Gary, the Volcanoes really took care of business early. The Hotshots did get it down to 13 points in the fourth quarter, but the Volcanoes quickly got the starters back in and just got it back to the final margin. Well,
I think the key is going to be the rebounding. 58 to 54 last time these two teams met, and I think really the key to this game is if we're going to control the paint or not, Mike.
Chris Session gives the Hotshots the lead, 4-2, 10:20 left in the opening quarter. A few things to look at tonight, Gary. There's Devin Yuskowski down low, but he's looking over for King. Jump shot, no good for King, and here come your Hotshots. The biggest thing, will Central Oregon be able to hang with them early? That's going to be very important for them tonight.
Right. Last game, we started getting more intensity as every quarter went along.
Yuskowski cutting to the hole, and nice find by Damon King.
Actually, not because he made the basket, Mike, but he's my X factor.
Gary.
Thank you very much, Mike.
I'll tell you, folks, he was stressing about this X factor, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? I don't know yet. Thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Tonight I'm going to say the bench play of the Volcanoes because you have Porter Troop back, Bryson McKenzie coming off the bench, and let's just see if they give a little more boost. Kevin Tyner back. Let's see what they do for the tempo of this game and see if they outscore the Hotshots bench and even the starters when they're in the game.
Well, like I've said all along, the Volcano bench can start on most any other IBL team.
That's very true. You have 2 to 3 IBL All-Stars at one time or current. A lot of talent on that bench, a very deep roster. And I think that's why there's a couple of former Volcanoes playing over in the Hotshots this game. And Cliff White got picked up from the Hotshots for the rest of the year. I think it was a situation, Gary, where the Volcanoes were just kind of stacked. He was an IBL All-Star last year. And I think it was just trying to find the mix where he fit in.
Well, you know, we love Uncle Cliffy, and I'll wish him good luck for the rest of the season. Not too much luck this game, but the rest of the season, good luck.
Exactly. Hartman with a leaner, put that left hand in, just got it in right before the defenders. So very nice athleticism from Mr. Hartman. Three-pointer there for the Hotshots by Desi Crisp. No good, and here come the Volcanoes. Damon King taking a look down for Yuskoski down low. Yuskoski, great post passer, Gary. Pip misses the shot. Hotshots on the rebound. Also for the Hotshots, Tom Magnuson, the Candyman, as I called him last year, because he had some sweet plays. He's over there in Central Oregon this season.
Well, I think Central Oregon's really made some good moves picking up both of those players. And a lot of people don't realize Uncle Cliffy, Cliff White, is number 4 all-time leading scorer in the IBL.
That's crazy, Gary. I was really surprised about that. I knew our own Pitt Bloodsaw and Dante Harris from Tacoma have been jostling for that one spot over the last 3 seasons. But the uncle is coming.
The uncle is there. He has 1,813 points all time.
Well, 2 seasons ago with Central Oregon, another all-star year for him, his first one with the IBL. He was just a real anchor for that team. They pulled an upset in the first round of the IBL tournament that year against the hometown Snohomish Explosion. And he had a great year. He played a lot of minutes, and I think he's kind of looking for that lightning to strike twice.
Well, hopefully it won't be this game.
And that's a leaner from Alex Tiefenthaler. Very nice start for him. He might be showing us something new tonight. I'm excited, Gary. Very excited.
You know, we wish Uncle Cliffy the best.
And there is a foul on the play. Session was fouled, and your foul is on Devin Yuskoski, the first one for the Brush Prairie product. And Chris Session going to the line for the Hotshots. So far, we're looking at the Volcanoes 9-6. The first free throw is good by Mr. Session.
I think both teams are just trying to feel each other out again, just like the last time we played. So,
well, and it was kind of mid-first quarter last week where the Volcanoes really started breaking away. Of course, Lechtenberg was hot, 7 and 9 threes. Not playing tonight. Appendectomy over the last weekend.
Yeah, when you told me that, I could not believe it. A young kid like Brad, but I guess it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, he just, every season for Lechtenberg, it seems like there's something that keeps him out a couple of weeks. Hopefully, we wish him a speedy recovery, of course. Hartman with the 3, giving the Volcanoes the lead 12-8. And let's see if the Hotshots have an answer or how they're looking. Cross-court pass over there to Hassan Stewart. Defense is real good for the Volcanoes again. Stewart for the 3. Good. Hassan Stewart from Hamilton College. Tell me about that again, Gary.
Okay. Hamilton College, NAIA Division III school in Clinton, New York. It was named after Alexander Hamilton. So they're a private school founded in 1793.
Wow. I can't believe the history of the school. That's crazy. Session comes back for the Hotshots. 14-13 Volcanoes, 6:29 left in the first quarter. And now we have Bryson McKenzie getting ready to come in for the game. But in the meantime, Devin Yuskoski for 3. He also hit the bucket before that. So the Brush Prairie product is really getting busy for the Volcanoes right now. Bloodsaw with the steal. He has King open behind the back.
Nice
Good
pass.
for Damon King. Pip Bloodsaw getting those steals, Gary. And remember, he will get one on the inbound pass.
Yeah, you can bank on that. Almost every game he'll surprise the opponent.
Yes, that is the Volcanoes' best insurance policy right there. Akpon taking a look to see what's real. Over Tiefenthaler, no good. Yuskoski pulls it down for the Volcanoes, and here comes Damon King. Let's see if they can add to that 19-13 lead. A 3 would be nice. What do you think, Gary? A three-pointer maybe?
I think a three-pointer would be real nice. They're going to try to penetrate inside, though. I think they want to work that paint inside and get some of these hot shots into foul trouble.
Well, and without Lechtenberg here tonight, we'll see where the threes come. And Andre Murray's also out, who's the leading scorer in the IBL right now. I was pretty surprised when you told me that. Over 29 points a game, leading scorer. Thumb hyperextension last weekend in Vancouver, BC.
Right. Yeah, that's hopefully he gets back real quick.
Yeah, he was going to sit this weekend. He's not playing in the game tomorrow in Tacoma either, and he's going to see if next weekend he can go. He might have to wrap it up and do the mummy thing, but he really wants to stay out on the court and avoid surgery.
Well, I think, we're going to need him down the stretch, so I'd rather see him sit out.
Three-pointer for the Hotshots by Desi Crisp. No good. Big old long bounce. Hit the wiring. And if this was baseball in the old Kingdom, Gary, that would be a fair ball. I just want to let you know that.
Okay. Thank you, Google Mike.
No role reversal. The Volcanoes have the ball. Damon King taking a look, starting the offense. Bledsaw there at the 3 line. Defense by Hassan Stewart on him. Down low, McKenzie looking for something off the double team. Kind of forces up a wild shot, and Akpon rebounds for the Hotshots. I tell you, Akpon's energy, Gary, you get him a dunk or two going, and the Hotshots might ramp it up a bit.
Well, that's what happens when you get those Hawaiian boys.
I thought the Islands were laid back, Gary,
yeah,
not intense.
They're laid back, but come to sports, they're intense.
Aloha, Gary. Chris Session comes back for the Hotshots. And now a pretty good run. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, 4:26 to be exact. Your Vancouver Volcanoes 21, Central Oregon Hotshots 15. Welcome back to the O'Connell Sports Center at Clark College for Vancouver Volcano basketball. And right when we come back, Pip Bledsaw hits the jumper, puts the Volcanoes up 23-15, 4:08 left in the first quarter. What do you like so far tonight, Gary?
Well, I like it right now, Mike, where we're really not waiting until the second quarter. We're starting to put the heat on now and trying to get that lead early. I think it's time to not just feel each other out, but put some heat on the Hotshots.
And Tony Akpon, number 5 for the Hotshots, he beats the shot clock with a nice little baby lay-in. Got past Bryson McKenzie. Very patient play for Akpon. But it was hammer time for Mr. Bryson McKenzie, double 5. Welcome back into the game, Bryson.
It must be the new shoes he just bought.
The three-pointer by Chris, no good. Kevin Tyner into the game for the Volcanoes. Gets the ball back for a 3. Let's see what we have. What we have is Devin Yuskoski on the rebound and put back. I think we're going to be saying that a lot this season, Gary.
Yeah, he's really impressed a lot of people. Played Division II in Germany last year, brought that team to the championship. So he's going to definitely be a factor.
Well, and a big special thank you to our former Volcano, Jake Carlisle, for kind of giving Yuskoski the recommendation to come to the Volcano camp.
Right, yeah. He saw Devin play summer ball this past summer in Portland and Vancouver and told Brian Hunter, our coach, hey, you better take a look at this guy because he is a serious player.
Well, and I remember the tryouts. I didn't think it, Gary, but lo and behold, saw him a couple of the early games in the season, and he's just fantastic. And I'm still going to make the campaign IBL All-Star for him.
I think as of right now, you're going to be correct on that one.
Coming back for the Hotshots, that's number 7, Ricky Lott into the game. The shot is off. Here come the Volcanoes back. And now, like I said before, Gary, we have the natural point guard, Kevin Tyner, in. Let's see if he can break down the defense and get that kick out going. So far, the Hotshots have stacked it in pretty nice. Tyner for the 3, no good. Another rebound for the Hotshots, 22, Justin Lockhart. Tyner playing the D on him, so let's see what kind of shot the Hotshots get here. Lockhart penetration, no